Right, here's corn, or monkey, or ape, or whatever it's called. And you can see I've given him a I've primed him with Vallejo black primer. I thought that would probably be the most suitable colour. You can see all the where I put the diorama basing material to cover up the gaps. Seems to have worked pretty well, as far as I can tell anyway. One of the drawbacks of using this high definition film is that sometimes when you look at the film afterwards, you can see that it's really not quite as good a job as you first suspected. Right, so that's that part of it. That's him. Now I've been thinking I'm going to do him a sort of blue black. I have two basic sets of blue paint. There's this one from Wargames Foundry, which is a Tatum Blue 23 paint palette. Those are too light coloured and wouldn't be any good. Then I have this, which I've collected from somewhere or other over the years. Now this has some colours which are more, not those lighter ones, but these very dark ones. I was thinking of doing maybe this deep blue or that navy blue as a base colour for the furrier parts of him, and then perhaps doing this German camouflage black brown for his face, his feet, any other sort of exposed sort of leathery skin. I would also be, if I choose this colour, be darkening it down with wash to make it less blue, depending on how it looks when it goes on. So that's my intention for now, and that's the first little bit of the video. Right, so I've prepared the paint. It's on the palette. I've put in a drop of this and get it around the right way. 1 drop of flow improver to this colour, deep blue. I think you can just about see that one there. I'm going to use this very large paintbrush because he's a pretty big boy. Let me just move the camera a little bit that way. And we can start to go with this. Do his legs first. Now this already looks way too bright. So we definitely will have to tone it down. I want to paint them as a silverback gorilla. So these parts here will be grey. Well, they have some sort of grey finish on them. I wouldn't know if I'd actually describe them as completely grey. I have to do a bit of research. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with the way the diorama basic material filled in the gaps. I'm not being overly exact with this brush. I don't think I could anyway, since it's such a big brush. I don't want to miss any areas. This paint is supposed to dry Super matte, that's what it says on the box. I have used it in the past. I haven't had great results with it. It's okay. I've heard other people say it's wonderful, fantastic, all kinds of things. Well, maybe the way I'm using it is not conducive to bringing out its best qualities. Doesn't seem to work that well for me. But it seems to be the right sort of colour for this. So I'll give it another chance. Still wet. So the flow improver is doing its job of giving it that little bit of extra time. There's a little bit on his face there. They have a sort of a beard. Whiskers. Alright. Well, he definitely looks very blue. For good or bad. I wonder what I think on the camera it also looks pretty blue. So the reasonably true approximation of what I can see in front of me. Okay, let's stop that part there. Okay, moving on to the German camouflage black brown, and I'm going to use a smaller brush this time. It's not a small brush, just a bit smaller than the other one. Hey again. I've done a little bit more work on him since the last bit of the video. I've just emphasised the fur on his sort of silver back and a few other places. There's another little mold line thing you can see just there, which is a nuisance. Say nothing about it for now. I had to put a bit of blue paint just in there to cover up just a slightly off color patch. What I was thinking was I'll just quickly do the base now. I'm going to try putting some of this on, this quick shade green tone. And what I'm going to do initially is just put it directly onto the base. I'm not going to put any rocks or anything on this one. Now I put the green ink on there, just spread it around a bit. I want it to be a bit sort of a swampy impression. Alright, that's that. It's pretty basic, but hopefully once it's dry it'll look the part. Now, have a quick little break there for a moment. Okay, back again. I'm going to use a little bit of this to do his eyes, the whites of his eyes. They're not quite white, but I want to do these reasonably large. You can see that one. Let's try doing the other one. A bit too much paint on the brush. Looks like there's a little hole in the middle of it. So his eyes are slightly different shapes. I should be able to paint around that. I'll have another go. What's that? We'll just pause there for a second. Alright, I've decided I didn't really like the colour of his eyes, or the shape of them. So I'm going to use a little bit of this black-brown colour to reshape part of his eye, this right eye. Hopefully you can see that. Let's bring the light down a bit. Yeah, it looks almost like there's like an imperfection. At the top of his eye. What do you think? Does that look better? Let's do brush has gone a bit. I think it's paint is too dry. Of course, painting eyes is a thing where you can keep going. Right, I think I'm reasonably happy with that pair of eyes. I'm just gonna use the same brown colour to dot in a little iris. A tiny bit more. And again. Not 100% convinced by that. It's usually better to turn the figure upside down. You can see maybe. No, I think he's not quite perfect, but it's okay. And that, I think, apart from just allowing him to dry, well actually, what I could do, once he dries another bit, is put some red shade or maybe some red ink around his eyes and his mouth. You can do his mouth now. I'll just let me just get some of that red tone ink. That's this one from Army Painter. This is the same one I used on some of the other caveman figures. The thing with this is it might leave a little tide mark. Doesn't look too bad. See how it dries. I wonder if his eyes are not dry enough to drop some of this on them. He looks like a very angry yet. Now, just clear his eyes a bit. Dry your eyes a bit. Oh, what do you think now? Has added a bit of character to him. Okay, let's pause there. Give it 10 minutes to dry. We'll have another look. Back again for the last little bit of this fella. The base hasn't quite dried, but you can see the swampy effect I'll be going for. I'll put some gloss varnish on that to make it stand out a bit. Here's a gorilla fella. Looks to me like he's got plenty of character in his face. And I'm pretty happy with the sort of silverback thing that I did there. Hopefully you can see that alright. So I fiddle about with the light some more. The camera darkens the view of these compared to how I can see it. But anyway, hopefully that'll be good enough. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Got some more projects lined up. I'll very quickly show you those, but I'm going to put Mr. Monkey to one side for now. The next projects are Lucid again. I have another Neanderthal. Another one. It's the same one I painted before. It's another one of these figures of Bugnag, Neanderthal boss. Become a bit of a favourite of mine. And then I've also got, again, Valakai. I think that's what his name was. This time I've tried to make sure I've got every mold line, every seam, every imperfection that I could find off the figure. I have another go at painting him. I'll try a totally different colour scheme. And I've also got this fella here, very nice. It's a two-part figure. This arm is separate. He's an elf lord. I'll try and put the description in the subtitles of his name, etc. That's part number 3. And the last one is this Prince, I think it's called Prince Erlikhan. Another elf lord. He also has a pair of wings which fit on there, which are here. I showed you them, the whole figure, in an earlier unboxing video. I started undercoating those. Well, I need to finish that off. Okay, that's it for now. As I say, like and subscribe, and I'll leave the last word to Mr. Monkey. Here he comes. Yeah, please like and subscribe. Ta.